This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead End Sports 365. I'm your man, Manny Brown. What's going on? As always, make sure you go like and subscribe to all things Dead End Sports. We got new videos, new contents each and every day, 365 days, all 2022. Let's go. Well, these are the fun videos that I like to do, right? Because, it's always talking about an issue or a subject that goes kind of beyond just normal sports debate. Listen, I love my sports debates just as much as anybody, but these are the videos are fun because you get to really like see and expose the ignorance of society and the ignorance of certain people of a different skin tone than I am. Let's just put it that way. Obviously over the weekend, everybody knows, but for those that don't know, the Yankees and the White Sox had a series this weekend in the Bronx, and it was highlighted by Josh Donaldson and Tim Anderson getting into it and eventually leading to benches clearing between the Yankees and the White Sox. Now, for those of you who don't follow the sport regularly or aren't familiar with all of the details that came to what we saw this weekend, well, even before that, right? So Josh Donaldson is an irritant. Josh Donaldson is one of those guys that is got a chip on his shoulder, that plays with an edge. He's an irritant, right? Like he's one of those guys that if he plays on your team, you love, and if he plays on another team, you can't stand. It's just no real in between with him. So he's essentially a Draymond. He's essentially a Draymond Green type figure, right? He plays with an edge. He's competitive. He's always getting into it with somebody, an umpire, another player. This is the same guy that got into it with Garrett Cole, who now happens to be his teammate, ironically. About the sticky substance in Major League Baseball that was banned last year. He got into it with the White Sox and Lucas Giolito, which more on that later. So point is, Josh Donaldson's one of those guys. You love him if he plays on your team. You just love him. You love him and what he brings, that edge, that fire, whatever. As a fan, I should say. Maybe as we're starting to learn that maybe other players around the league don't necessarily care for Josh Donaldson, but whatever. So he's one of those guys, right? And Tim Anderson, for his credit, is very respected around the league. A lot of people respect him. He's a star player. He's a superstar. He's one of the best shortstops in the sport. So him and Josh Donaldson get into it last weekend. So not this past weekend, but the last weekend, they had a series in Chicago where the Yankees were at. And Tim Anderson goes to slide into second base, or to third base, I should say, and doesn't like that Josh Donaldson puts his foot out to stop him from sliding into the base. And then kind of, if you watch the replay, he kind of pushes him and shoves him. So that was like the first instance between these two that kind of got a little chippy. So of course they talk shit to each other. They start exchanging pleasantries or whatever. And then, shit happens, whatever. So then we fast forward to this past weekend with the Jackie comments. And look, first things first. I don't know Josh Donaldson. Never met him. Don't know anybody that knows him. I've never interacted with him. Probably will never in my life interact with Josh Donaldson. So I don't know if that man's racist or not. But what he said and the connotations of what he said have racial undertones. Listen to what I said. They have racial undertones. What he said have racial undertones. Now, can you be a quote unquote, can you be not racist, but say something racist or say something stupid because it's based in ignorance or lack of self-awareness? Absolutely. It happens all the fucking time. I don't know Josh Donaldson's racist. I don't know that man. I can't speak for that. I can't speak to that. I don't know that man. But what I do know is that he said something stupid. He said something that could be perceived as racist, or at the very least racist adjacent. And it was wrong and it was stupid. And my thing is like, yo, what even motivates you to even go there? First of all, he said that him and Tim Anderson are buddies and they joke around and they have an inside joke. First of all, you got to explain an inside joke. You already failed. Number two, clearly y'all not cool like that because it was an issue. But even if you are friends with him, like I'll even meet you there that him and Tim Anderson are cool with each other, or at least cordial. Why would you even go there? First of all, Jackie Robinson should never, his name should never, never be used as a punchline of a joke. Any joke, especially by a white man in 2022. Like, it just, don't go there. Don't go there. Why even go there? And then, when people call you out on it, or it's brought to your attention, or that you hear that Tim Anderson considered it a racist jab or whatever, your apology wasn't even that great of an apology. It was like, oh, well, if I offended him, and I was like, what? What? Nah, man. And then the thing that kills me is like people are defending him or like, oh, that wasn't racist or whatever. Listen, he didn't call him the N-word. He didn't call him nigga. He didn't call him anything. But yo, it's like, yo, what you did was buffoonery. Like, why would you go there, bro? Like, clearly he don't fuck with you like that. Clearly y'all not cool. I don't even care if we're friends. Like, if I was Tim Anderson, I don't even care if I'm cool with you. We share the same agent. We live in the same community. We cool, quote unquote. There's just certain things that you can't say to me, bro. Even as a white dude, you're not going to say that. You're not getting away with saying that. So why would you even go there? Why would your brain even go there unless you already have these sensibilities, or you're just that ignorant and lack that much self-awareness? Why? It makes no sense. But it's like Josh Donaldson's one thing, right? Like Josh Donaldson's another thing, whatever. But Yankee fans booing Tim Anderson and chanting Jackie all Sunday. It's like, can you be that moronic of a fan base? And again, this is the same fan base that just got in trouble or just got scrutinized for throwing shit at Guardians players, a few weeks ago? So again, no one will ever utter a positive word about Yankee fans. And I'm tired of this thing that, oh, Yankee, that's what makes them passionate. That's what makes them great fans. No, you could be a great fan and not be an idiot. You could be a great fan and not perpetuate negative stereotypes and perpetuate a potentially racist or insensitive comment. Like, it doesn't have to be that. Like, how unself-aware do you have to be to chant Jackie? Not to mention the fact that your two best players are black. Like, think about that for a second. Your two best players on the Yankees, Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, are black. Like, as a Yankee fan, I know you've probably consumed like loads and loads of beer at this point, but did you not stop to think that, Tim Anderson said he was racist. His whole team said it was racist. As the day progressed on Sunday, more and more people are coming out saying and providing their input on it. You don't stop to think that, yo, maybe we should lay low. I'm not saying you got to give him a standing ovation, but at least maybe say, you know what? I'm not going to chant Jackie. But of course, Yankee fans have never been accused of being smart or having self-awareness. So there they go. And I loved it when Tim Anderson hit the 3-run home run in the 8th inning to shut them the fuck up. Like, it's perfect. It was poetic. So listen, I'll close with this. I don't know Josh Donaldson. Again, I don't know what his intent was. That's not for me to determine or decide. But you don't get a pass for ignorance. You don't get a pass for, oh, well, I didn't know Jackie was derogatory. Like, bro, you're calling another black man who's not your friend. And I don't buy that him and Tim Anderson were friends. First of all, Josh Donaldson has had problems with the White Sox going back since last year. Josh Donaldson for the last 2 or 3 years has been on the Twins, and he got into it with Lucas Giolito for the sticky stuff. Like, he's always had a little bit of a tit for tat situation with the White Sox. So the White Sox don't fuck with Tim Anderson or with Josh Donaldson. So why would he think that him and Tim Anderson are cool? And again, maybe he thought they were cool or at least cordial, but you're not friends. You're not friendly enough for you to even say some shit like that. And even if you are friends, you're not saying that. Like, if I'm Tim Anderson, you're not saying no bullshit like that to me. So why would you think you would even approach that? You know what I'm saying? All because Tim Anderson referred to himself as Jackie Robinson in an article from 2019, 3 years ago. First of all, who is Josh Donaldson to even take offense to that or try to use that as a trolling headline? Like, bro, what? Nah, man. Josh Donaldson's full of shit. I don't buy his explanation. Now, I'm not saying he's a racist. Again, I don't know that man. I don't know what's in his content. I don't know what is in the content of his character or his heart or whatever. I don't know that man. But what you said was racially insensitive. It was stupid. It lacks self-awareness. Like, you just don't say that. You don't say that in any era, but you definitely don't say that in 2022 in this political climate. Like, you just don't. And if you can't understand that, then that is already the problem. And people that defend people like Josh Donaldson are the problem. So, listen, this video's gone long enough. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. I already discussed it on AGS. The episode's out now. Make sure you go subscribe to my podcast and go subscribe to our YouTube page, Any Given Sunday. I have more to talk about it on MLB Bro with my man Mark Gray. Debatables this Thursday. So we'll get into the topic. But yeah, man, Josh Donaldson's full of shit. And I'm glad that people are starting to call him out for it because it's wrong. And Aaron Judge, his own teammate, his own manager didn't defend. That should tell you everything. His own manager basically said, I don't even know what would motivate you to even go down that route. So, yeah, we see you, Josh Donaldson. We see you. All right, I'm out of here. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Make sure you go like this video. Go subscribe to Dead End Sports. Go subscribe to everything we got going on. Go subscribe to Any Given Sunday on YouTube. Go make sure you go like and subscribe to the podcast as well. I'm Manny Brown, Dead End Sports 365. I'm out of here. Peace.